Hello, my little ponies, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. In today's episode, we are building a machine. So we have a number of things here. Okay. So if I go to my tab where I have the crusher design all built up. Okay, wait. No, I think it'd be this design. There's two different designs. Also, windmill. Do 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 do. See, with the scaffolding, you can actually just climb up it, which is really neat. But also, like, it's steel, so, like, we're not gonna just be using that nearly as much as it wants us to. And 9 hoppers. And then we use our engineer's hammer. Wait, is this not it? Wait. Quest. Immerse yourself. Pressure. One of the central fence blocks on along this side. Oh. That's not how I wanted this to be. But yeah, no, because this means that that's what it takes in and... Wait, that's what it goes up. Wait. Wait, that's where it takes in. Stop. Wait, that's what takes in energy. That's what... But that's the opposite of what it's supposed to look like. Okay, so what if I build it the same way when I right-click here? No, that's where it takes in, and that's where it exits. Okay, so according to the website, this is mirrored to how it's supposed to look? I'm trying to... Wait. I want that side to be where it takes in, and then have it come out through here. But it's not... Okay, so that... is that. Yeah, what if I just flip this around a little bit? What if I do like this? What if I do that? Huzzah! That's exactly what I wanted now. I think, I hope. The orange dot on the center back. So that's the back. So I don't know which one of those spots it's going to require taking in energy. It definitely wants energy through one of those spaces. Sure, it's not through that, right? It's through the orange dot, right? So I have to move that, but also, while we're at it, where is the wire that I had made? I made some wires. I was all like, okay, I'll use this for the things. And I'll clone this up and around a whole bunch. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'll clone up this wire a whole lot. I go and immediately use it. Okay, small storage crate, blah blah, copper wire. Three, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 30. Yeah, 128, 130. Perfect. And this requires all that stuff. Terracotta, 2 copper, and a steel. Where's my... I just saw copper. Okay. Now where is my terracotta? Can I use green terracotta to make this stuff? No, I cannot. Okay, so where's my terracotta? Here's some terracotta I should be able to use. Nope, still waiting. I just went quiet for a moment. Okay. So where's my calculator? So if we're looking at this, like 16 times 4, plus 128, plus 128, 320 for one of these. Disregard all of that. Alright. LV capacitors. So what I need are some steel plates. No. Okay. Or is it that? It's one or the other. For sure. Going. Alright, is that going to be enough? No, it is not. No, that doesn't do it. Okay, okay. If I put it bottom there. Okay, so this wire connector itself is getting power. So the wire connector has power. And if I do that, I connect it to this one. So that has power, but this doesn't. Okay, fine. 3 steel plates. Block of redstone and copper. So I need... You alright? You alright. What is it? 1 iron? For that. 1 iron. 2 steel. 9 redstone. Okay, fine. Where's my redstone? Redstone. More redstone. And 2 treated wood planks. Fortunately, I have a bunch of treated wood planks. Yeah, they can't just be normal wood. No, it has to be specialty. It's a chest for power. Again, like, I'm pretty sure that it goes to, like, here. Okay, so that... So this thing is taking in power, but that is not. So it doesn't go to there. Where does it? Ah. Ah. Where does the crusher accept power? Power is input via the copper-looking dot. So it's not in there. It doesn't seem to be in there. Is there a different copper-looking dot around this side, maybe? Or maybe I was actually totally right the first time that I made it. Because it turns out that copper actually goes in, like, one of these things. No. That's the output. No. Because I thought the power went out through here, but apparently it doesn't. So, don't worry, it's just me still struggling to figure out how this thing works. Do I have to watch someone else's video to figure out how to make this machine function? Okay, if I go back to the crusher on here. So the orange dot on the center back. Okay, center, so no. Is it this? No. Like, this looks really obviously like how it's supposed to be, but it's not taking anything. Okay, well, at the very least, I found it. It's this orange dot. That little thing. So I put this down. Okay, wait. Energy input, and then no connection. Okay. Energy input, and then energy output. Get that set up. Put that up there. Now this is getting power. And now I can do... Okay, so I want to move this... Where does this go? Go back to here. Okay. I want to move this... Finally! Power! One more up. And there. So now I have all of that ready to go. Yeah. I guess I'll say that playing through this mod pack once, you get an idea eventually of what's expected to be temporary and what's expected to be permanent. Like, say, the crusher itself doesn't have to be like a permanent feature. It can be removed eventually, but it's probably going to last for a long time. There we go. Even if you don't wind up needing it in the late game, it's still potentially going to just sit there regardless. Even though simple machines wind up taking the place of it. So this is not necessarily a permanent feature, and yes, I would have much preferred it if I could have just had that right in the building. But if you have the propeller too close to other blocks, it doesn't like to spin and produce much. But yes, it would have been humorous. I think, strictly speaking, I don't know if the Y level actually matters when it comes to windmills. So you could absolutely have them underground just as long as you clear out enough space around them for them to actually work. Solar panels, of course, require a line of sight to the sky, so they are usually best put, say, on the roof. So I will, at some point or another, have some part of the roof way up there. Oh, would you look at that? Dedicated to having solar panels. And the issue with those falling stars is sometimes they despawn before they hit the ground. Come on, little thing. Getting at least one of these would be really good. And of course, later on in the game, it's so much easier to catch these things because you can just fly up there and be with it as it's falling. As for the here and now, I'm just here now. And it essentially despawned or whatever. That will happen. Oh well. Ah! Getting so many Discord pings. Oh no, a Skillington. So now we finally have the crusher all up and running, which means we can throw in some obsidian to get some nice pulverized obsidian. Oh, right, I had this net thing going. Is this chest full yet? No! I wonder if it would be worthwhile at some point to make a whole bunch of fishing nets all just feeding into the energy condenser. Because on the one hand, it would be nice to have like a whole bunch of farms all feeding into it. On the other hand, I don't necessarily need a lot of different farms. I just need whatever the most efficient farm is to feed into it. And that's all. Okay, so now, ruined obsidian, which is one compressed obsidian block, one pulverized, and 3 ruined stones. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. One of this. Wait, no, sorry, that's on here. One of this. One of this. I need 3 rune stones. Yeah, 125 each. That's fair. That's my knife. So now I can go back to the root of the problem. So now I have my mooned obsidian. And so now I can go all the way over here again. Maybe I should have made this brownstone just so I'd be a bit faster on it. Let's make some more of this. And let's make a medium storage crate. So I need 4 wooden storage crates. But that's easy enough to make. On your storage crate keeper. Oh gosh, what is that? That's a lot of junk. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It is going. I finally got a medium storage crate. Black quartz, steel, and a ruined obsidian. I have steel. It's my black quartz. So the crusher makes 2. Perfect. I set up my crusher. I finally figured out how to power it. Yes, that took a little bit to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow. I feel like instead of using this to do this, I just start throwing all of my stuff into here instead.
We might have another teacher strike in our hands, apparently.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that. That's curious.
What's interesting is that apparently the decision is going to be made Friday, the 29th. School starts on the 2nd.
Yeah, we won't know until just a few days before it happens, and it's like lapis block, sugar block.
I feel like the fact that they're being wishy-washy about this, or at least just not being, saying, yes, you're going to, you know what I mean? It is
It's
just
not...
hurting them. I don't know why they're delaying. Because the people who are being affected, well, first of all, you're not giving them nearly enough notice to reasonably be able to
make other arrangements.
Yeah.
I feel like
Which
that
I
they're
suppose is kind of,
delaying it because they might come to like an understanding, whatever, sort of a thing. It's a case of like, well, we could go on strike, or you could just listen to our demands so we don't have to go on strike. And that the other side's like, well, are we going to listen to your demands? I don't know if we should listen to your demands. Oh,
I
I
don't
should
know
do
if there's
something.
anything new on the thing, but I guarantee the main sticking point is the fact that teachers aren't being paid enough and they aren't given enough resources to uh, like to do their work. That doesn't help
Exactly,
that
yeah.
there's an increasing need. Well, there's an increasing amount of students with special needs,
Yes.
and there just aren't enough teachers, first of all, like with the experience or like specific training to be able to properly,
Handle all the
actually
students.
provide what they need, and they're being forced to kind of just
Settle, deal, just to live with it anyway.
yeah. Apparently, my cousin. I mean, this is actually news to me, but she's like a teacher's aide or something like that, whatever, and like she is working, with like in some of these classes, whatever, that have special needs kids. But the problem is also troublemaker kids who don't have any sort of actual special needs. They're just
Causing trouble?
they lumped in with it within those in with them, and it's hard to actually just deal with everybody really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have to deal with like the kids who actually need the extra help, but then there are other kids like, oh, if they get extra help, why can't I get extra help? Do you need extra help? No, but I, you know, want the extra help anyway because it's being offered to them. Why can't I be offered the same thing? And I have to try to argue, well, this is different than that, but it's like, how is it so different between one kid wanting help and another kid wanting help? And why should we say no to you? But we have to say no to you because then we have to give less help to the kid who needs it. But how do we know that you don't actually need it? A beetroot and a melon. It's the best way to make melons.
Did you say beetroot?
Yes?
Reboot.
No, beetroot.
Yeah, reboot.
No. I need beetroot
Surely
and
you got the
watermelon.
but yeah, it.
Oh, this little mod that lets me just right click to harvest and replant. It always annoys me when I see people playing Minecraft and they just like destroy all of the crops, take them, and just leave. And it's like, come on, buddy.
Yeah. Come on.
And it's like, oh well, we're never gonna be here again. It's like, oh well, I, the player, am not going to be here again, so why bother wasting materials? Like, it's seeds. You're playing casually, you grabbed the wheat. You're not going to do anything with those seeds anyway. You might as well just put them back in. So if you happen to come across this again, it'll be fully grown for you again. And then there's people who actually like make a base in the village, like, oh yes, let's settle down here and make this our base of operations. Also, let's destroy the farms. It's like, you are going to be here again, why not just use the farms? Okay, so I found beetroot seeds. Can I just find melon seeds? Hey, you have to use crop sticks to get it with like sugarcane and pumpkin to crossbreed and stuff, but you don't get access to crop sticks for it so far into the mod pack. And it's like, yeah, you could use them for early game stuff, but you're not allowed to. Because they can potentially duplicate seeds, which is really, really good for mystical agriculture. Because you're not supposed to be able to have extra seeds. Garlic, terra spores, cotton seeds, aubergine, industrial hemp, wild boot, barley. I don't think melon seeds spawn this way. So how much if they do, then they'd probably be in that other shed. Yeah, I can see my house from here. It looks really short.
Like you. Am I right?
I'm taller than you.
Details. It's all trick of the earth.
You're the short one. Alright, any melon stuff in here? No.
Oh, yeah, definitely looks like that restaurant that made like an excellent war wonton soup. It looks like they're gone now, like just straight up gone.
Well, that's weird.
Sign is up with a for lease. Disappointing.
Let's sleep in this bed.
There's a slime in my bed.
So, go and find melons now for this one random quest, and it's like,
Melon.
okay, well, if I go in, there's a possibility that I could find melon seeds in a dungeon. Or I could mana infuse beetroot seeds. Or I could find certain mobs. So would it be better to just try to go into a dungeon and find these things?
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Is it wrong to look for melons in a dungeon?
That is a great place to look for melons.
Is it wrong to look for melon seeds in a dungeon? Now that would be an interest. That could be an interesting anime. Or Farmer, as like the protagonist, goes into dungeons, fights, or runs away from monsters and stuff. And it turns out, no, they're just there to find different seeds, because certain seeds can only be found in dungeons. And adventurers never bother wasting inventory space with seeds. So the farmer has to go in themselves to find seeds in the dungeon to actually grow the plants. And they sell, like, unique fruits and vegetables to, like, the restaurants and stuff, because, again, no one else bothers to keep these seeds.
Sounds like Rune Factory, but with extra steps.
Yeah, basically like Rune Factory. Okay, so like Guardians of Azuma has an interesting feature where like every time you harvest a crop, you get one of its seed. So, but seeds, at least originally, are rare to come across. You can only find like a few different seeds at a time. So you have to explore in the dungeons, essentially, explore out in the wilderness to find the different seeds that you can then grow on your farms. And that was a really interesting feature to, I guess, stop someone from just buying like 1,000, 100 of one seed to just grow that one plant that's most like money efficient. Pineapples. So instead, they have to go, it's like, okay, well, we can have 4 pineapple seeds. And so we have to have like a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of this, a bit of that. But then with wandering traders and whatnot, you can just buy seeds, so you can still just have like 100 pineapple seeds and just grow a bunch of pineapples if you want. Anyway, so all of that is out the window. I wonder if it's the case for every Harvest Moon game that pineapples are like the most money efficient crop. Or if it's just a few of them. Well, I guess some pumpkins. Maybe I'll need some pumpkins later. I better harvest some pumpkins.
You're on your head.
No, I'm already wearing a diamond helmet. Gosh, this would be so much easier if I could just fly.
What is going on? Why is traffic so backed up today?
Fine, let's go back, but let's loop around back. Couple of nice little parrots, a few sheepies. Oh yeah, or people just find like sugarcane out in the wild and they just harvest every last bit of it, and it's like, dude, you can grow sugarcane. Just Leave like the bottom there so it can keep growing.
I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Traffic is so bad. At McDonald's to use the bathroom. Can you believe that?
They do have a bathroom, yes.
Back in a little bit.
Aware. Yeah, so now if I ever come back here, there'll be more sugarcane potential to grab. Do, 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 do. Look, some dungeons. No, that was just wishful thinking. No actual dungeons, just a few caves here. Okay, so. What am I planning on doing to try to get... Like, I could try to actually explore some dungeons. Make some new weapon or something. I don't know, crossbow, shurikens? Crossbow, shuriken! I'm out, I'm out. Everything is fine. I'm good. I'm safe. I'm out. Ooh. Big area. I don't actually want to jump down. I could just break a bit of the ground and make a waterfall. And just go from one to the other. That is an option. Seriously, what is the point of this thing? Oh, right, you can cauldron fly it eventually. Eh. Well, at the very least, I found pumpkins. Alright, like, what other stuff? Any wool. Use shoes on a grass and a leaf and grab a blue orchid. So I could get cloudberries. But if I want the spirit glass, I need to find a melon. That's the thing stopping me right now. So remember that there are two parts, basically, there were what, 2 or 3 dungeons basically underneath or inside where I was building the house? Did I collect all of the stuff in there, or did I potentially leave some melon seeds? Is it time for me to start building the basement? You know what? Screw it. Do this. No, I need normal sand. Oh my god. Ah! So anyway, let's go to our storage. Ugh. Just start dumping in a bunch of things. Okay, so that's fire. So start putting this stuff on the fire. And grab a beetroot. And let's see. So what did we do in this episode? We built the crusher and took a few more steps and found out that we really need melon. It is quite incredibly rare. It's not like we can trade with a villager for it. Alright, we have our 1 beetroot. I don't want to just cheat in a melon. Should I actually start with the basement? Okay. Where would I want to make the basement? I want to make it, I'm thinking make it just centered in the house, right? So I'm looking at this way. So this is like the front door. Yes, is that divot? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 20. 1, 2. So that's 30 blocks in. Whereas this is like the back door. And this goes like 2. $20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. So what if I do it like those? So that's 25. That's 25. 25 to 30 on both of them. What if I make... perhaps a bit bigger. I'm sorry, was... one of those just was actual glowstone and just broke? What's the one right underneath that? Is that actual glowstone? Good question. I have no idea. Would that be big enough? I think 8 by 8 would be better. Yeah, we got the center point, so let's start working around it. Yeah, plenty of room. 10 by 10. 10 by 10, but then I'll do some trickery on the inside loop of it to make it a little bit smaller than this. I feel like that's good. Is the positioning good? I mean, like, okay, so, like, I'll be coming in, flying in, doo-doo-doo. Yeah, nice, big, open area. So I'm very tempted to just throw all of this away. Like, yeah, oh no, glowstone is worth, like, 4. Is this... blah, blah, blah. I think I'm just gonna throw all of... throw it away, or put it in this chest over here. In case I want... because I might want more of this stuff for what's later. That's a good point. With the sub-basement floors. Or to fix this floor. Right. Right. And... right. Okay, so what I'm thinking is... essentially do the same like I did over there, but then rotate it. Got it? There it is. Okay, so how did I do this? I did 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 3, 3, 5, 5, 6. 5, 5, 6. On the other side, again, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And then 4, 5, 5. 4, 5, 5. And it's just like that. And then I guess, what, do I fill in the bottom with more of this pink concrete powder? Do I just grab a bit just to throw in there, or do I actually just fill in all the rest with this? I feel like it would be fine to just do it like this. Yeah, and then just do that, and then... Right. Then take this back, because that entrance is looking kind of weird. And I have basically 4 of that. So let's have a full plank here, and then just... One... 2, and 3. And I can just nice and simply put those on like that. There, nice and easy. So I haven't... I don't quite like this, though. I don't feel like this... This doesn't really feel like a circle, you know? This is just a square with round edges. It works with the doors because that's such a small shape to it. I feel like, instead of something like this, like that should be a full block. Okay, and also, just for the sake of things, I kind of want to have, like, an emergency escape tube. Maybe just, like, in the middle of the room or something. And let's just... there like that. And I suppose I could cover up, like, the top layers with... like that. And I could... Oh, gosh. Imagine just covering up all of in there with this as well. No, no. The party pit! Right. There. Okay, so like instead of doing all of this stuff... Huh. What if instead it was more like this? That'd probably be a little bit better. So how do I make such a big circle with this? So how do I... Okay, so this is at least 16. But no, because it has to be reached there. Do I put... No, because I want this to be like a shallower circle, right? So I can't just do the same circle that I did before. I don't want it to just be a line. So I think I'm going to end off this episode here and just look for ways to make a nice, proper circle-looking circle here. And I feel like that's what I'm going to do between episodes. Yeah.